The first time that I ever saw porn, I was 13 years old. And I was actually in class next to one of my friends, and we were on the computers in this class. And he told me to go onto Google and to search up Kayla Collins clean. Kayla Collins is like some, some girl who takes like nudie pictures. And this was back 12 years ago. And I searched it up, and it was just like this woman posing provocatively. She's in like some cafe. She's got like cream all over her titties and everything. And I'm literally 13 years old, like, whoa, and my heart beats fast and everything. I'm in class right now, so I close it off. And he's just kind of like, smirking to himself. And then I get the idea, what if I write her name, but instead of writing clean at the end of it, I write dirty? And so I go home. I do that exact same thing. I go onto Google and I type in her name, but I type in dirty. And it's essentially the same kind of pictures, but this time they're like fully nude. And so that was like the first experience that I ever had seeing this. I'm 13 years old, which is still a little bit late for some guys. And it was a picture. It was quite tame. And naturally I did what every young guy would do at that age. I did that thing that those guys in sports class were saying that you could do with your penis, and that was really fun. And I probably had like the strongest orgasm of my entire, like a fucking like so I started jacking off right every single day after this. And at first it was very like tame porn. So I used to have a PSP, and I used to go onto Google on there, and I'd search for some like interesting stuff. I'd search for like girls in sexy Santa costumes, and I'd just be jacking off to that. And then eventually there was a big jump, right? I went from that, and I swear to God, I went from that, and I ended up finding the glory hole niche of like, which is like a really dirty niche of like people will be in a bathroom and then they'll just cut a hole there so like some big dick can like come through the side, and some girl will be like doing shit to that. So I went through like a big jump, but then I kind of like gravitated back from that, and then went through a lot of the normal progression of like, then I'm watching lesbian porn and stuff, or I'm watching like, mostly it was like pictures at first for a long time, then it was like tame videos, then it was like kind of normal videos, then it levels up, and before you know it, it's 3 times before I've even gotten out of bed. I'm a young man, I'm 17 now, I'm 18. I'm waking up. I'm not getting out of bed, I'm not doing anything productive, I'm not like, rushing to go fulfill my mission or my purpose, or to achieve some goals, or to help my family, or to build myself. I'm waking up, and the first thing that I'm doing is grabbing my phone and going onto Pornhub and jacking off. Finishing, lying around, scrolling through Reddit and stuff, and then doing it again. And then again. I still remember the first time that I jacked off 3 times, like in one go. It must have taken me like hours to, like you finish and then you wait a little bit and everything. I remember how like fucking dirty and sweaty that I felt afterwards. It's like this shame that, when I went downstairs to make breakfast or something, my family's there, you just feel like a goblin, like you feel like this fucking like gremlin. It's with shame that they control you and make you weak. And so it was around this time that NoFap started to come about online. Like, people openly started to speak like this, as I am to you today. It was around this time when I was 17, 18 years old, that for the first time in my life, I actually started to see a lot of people start opening up about their porn addiction, about getting onto NoFap and everything. And so I got onto NoFap in 2015, something like that. And it really did change my life forever. I struggled heavily, right? So exactly what happened was, I'm watching all these videos online, and they're saying about NoFap and all these benefits, and girls will smell the retention on you and all this, right? And it sounds awesome. And the truth is, like, I knew that I needed it. And I think most guys actually know this. Most guys know that they need this shit. So, okay, I'm on NoFap, age 18. I'm on NoFap. I'm going to do NoFap. I'm going to get to 90 days, and then I'm probably just not going to fap again because it's for losers. 24 hours later, I'm fapping. And again, I'm going to make some progress. I'm going to make progress. I'm going to make progress. The next day I'm fapping. Being stuck in this cycle where you have no control over your sexual impulses, what it does to a man is horrible. It felt like this. It felt like a full-time job being on NoFap and constantly just snapping back to relapsing, back to back to failure, back to struggle. "24 hours later, relapse. Get up to 3 days this time, so fucking horny. Relapse, 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 relapse. Constantly getting to 3 days, then messing up again. 3 days, then messing up again. 3 days, then messing up again. And that's when I started to realize the truth of this, and that's when I started to realize how to actually do NoFap properly and how to go about your porn addiction. It was a change in identity. I stopped seeing myself as the guy who's trying to quit porn. I stopped seeing myself as the guy on NoFap. And I started instead to just see myself, it sounds cringe as fuck, but I was 18, to see myself as the alpha male who fucks the girls instead of the beta male who just jacks off his dick. It sounds cringe. I was 18 years old when I said this, so obviously it's fine. I started to just see myself in that way. Like I used to almost like daydream about, okay, I am this guy now. I'm this guy. I'm the alpha male now. I'm the alpha male. I'm not some beta male who like, you know, some little monkey who has to jack his dick off instead of getting the girl. I get the girl. I get the girl. And almost instantly, I'm now getting up to day 7, day 8, day 9, day 10. Then suddenly it starts getting weeks and weeks and weeks, and pretty much I'm just not watching porn or fapping anymore. And the only time that I was actually like ejaculating was when I was actually having sex. So suddenly it's like, okay, that's probably the best case scenario.